to the Early On. We offer programs for children 0 to 6 years old with their parents and caregivers in Brantford and Brant County. My name is Karen, and today we're going to talk about things that are sticky. Can you think of something that might be sticky? I can think of a few things. There's bubble gum, there's syrup, and then there's glue. I love glue. Uh-oh, I think I have too much glue. Sometimes that happens when I'm doing my art projects. I have to remember this little song. A little bit of glue sticks a lot. A little bit of glue sticks a lot. Don't eat it, don't taste it, don't touch it, don't waste it. A little bit of glue sticks a lot. Join me while we read the story about my friend Maddie in this book called Too Much Glue. It's written by Jason Lefebvre and illustrated by Zach Wright. Our art teacher says, too much glue never dries. She reminds us glue raindrops, not puddles. And she warns me, Maddie, too much glue. But my dad and I love glue. At home, we make glue glasses, glue mustaches, and even glue bouncy balls. Mom's happy to help. So during art class, I find the fullest bottles of glue. I tip them over and squeeze, plop! Glue squishes from the orange tips and slops all over. Sequins and googly eyes float around in a gluey lake. Then it's time for the most important decoration. I wonder what that's going to be. What do you think? Let's see. Geronimo! I belly flop onto the table and roll around, letting the glue and everything else cover me. Time to go on the drying rack, I announce. But when I try to pull myself off the table, I boing right back down. Too much glue, Maddie, too much glue, my teacher squawks. This is bad. There's only half an hour until the end of school, and all I can do is lift my head, wave my hands, and wiggle my feet. The rest of me is a plucky, stucky mess. Can somebody help me? I call. While my teacher breathes into a paper bag, Noah shouts, "Let's lasso him." Izzy, Noah, and Owen get to work. Soon, I'm roped from all sides like a rodeo pony. But when they try to pull me out, snap! The lassos break, leaving colorful octopus tentacles everywhere. The glue is too strong, and now I'm a clingy, stringy, blucky, stucky mess. Don't worry, Maddie. We know what to do, shout Luke and Grace from across the room. Is that a tow truck? I ask, as they wheel the contraption over and stick a plastic hook into my suit of glue. My friends pull one way, and the glue pulls the other. Creak, click, until... Kaboom! The tow truck explodes and plastic bricks rain all over. Now I'm a clicky, bricky, clingy, stringy, blucky, stucky mess. The school nurse bursts in and checks my temperature. 98.6. Sorry, no fever. I can't send you home early. She dabs and pats me like I'm spilled juice, but the more she blots, the more the glue spreads. Soon, I'm a melted mummy, clicky bricky, clingy stringy, blucky, stucky mess. Then the principal comes in. He takes one look at me, sticks a note on my belly and leaves. Seeing my teacher huffing and puffing like a train gives me a great idea. I whisper it to Haley and Owen. The final bell rings and everyone freezes except Owen and Haley. "It's the biggest one we could make," they shout, furiously flapping a huge paper fan at me. Then just as I'm thinking I'll be a note on my tummy, melted mummy, clicky bricky clingy stringy blucky stucky glue boy for the rest of my life, my plan worked. Something my teacher said could never happen. Happens, the glue dries. But I'm still stuck, and now I hear footsteps. The door starts to open. My father and some other carpool parents walk in. Dad comes closer and inspects me. Then he peels me off the table, glue, yarn, bricks, and all. He spins me around. No one makes a sound. Then Dad smiles, "Maddie, you're a masterpiece." He holds me up for everyone to admire. My friends all cheer. The ride home is interesting. Mum is speechless when Dad brings me in the house, but he knows just what to do. "Well, kiddo," Dad says, "some beautiful things only happen once, and this is one of those things." He gently grips the dry glue in front of my neck and behind my collar and peels me open like a ripe banana. Now it's Dad's turn to glue, and he seals up the sides of the me-shaped work of art. "I bet it would take all the glue in the art room to make you-shaped work of art, Dad," I say. Dad laughs. Then he glues a big magnet to the back of my project and hangs it on the fridge. During dinner, we sneak peeks at my masterpiece, and after dinner, we take the principal's note very seriously. Please encourage Maddie to use tape instead of glue. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story today. Maddie sure got himself into a sticky mess. My hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. My feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. Clap, 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 tap, tap, tap. I wave my hands goodbye. Thanks for joining our early on activity.